Well, we just got an update on the system in the Gulf at this hour, and Florida is right there in the cone.
Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner joins us now. So, Brooks, what could this mean for us here in Central Florida?
Well, if it takes this track, it means that we get a little bit more rain on Saturday, but still the bulk of the impact will be in South Florida, where they could see over a foot of rain as a tropical storm rolls through on Saturday. Without further ado, let's get to it. The National Hurricane Center is calling this a potential tropical system. They've not yet pulled the trigger on calling it a tropical depression, but it's expected to be one later tonight and a tropical storm thereafter. The name would be Alex, and its forecast track would take it right across South and Central Florida. But because this is an early season storm and because most of the moisture is east and south of the center, we're going to see most of the effects south of where this track is. So yes, indeed, the track takes it right up through Fort Myers and exits around the Sebastian's Inlet, Vero Beach area. As far as the big picture with all this stuff, it arrives Fort Myers about Saturday 2-ish, shortly after lunchtime. That's the center. Then crosses through the state, emerging back on the Atlantic side somewhere around Saturday night, maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. Now, what does that mean for Orlando? Well, we've got tropical storm watches in effect for Polk County, Osceola County, and Brevard County. That means that we could see wind gusts here over tropical storm strength, especially at the coastline, about 40 miles an hour. But it also means that we could see some heavier rain working a little bit farther north. But by far, the bulk of the heaviest rain should be south of Lake Okeechobee. We'd be seeing a couple of inches. That said, the edge of the cone of uncertainty takes it up through Orange County and Volusia County. So if the track was to go that far north, we'd see our rain increasing exponentially as far as totals go. So don't take your eye off this thing. Don't let your guard down. Here's the latest spaghetti model consensus. Most of the models do indeed keep it toward the south, averaging about Fort Myers out through Fort Pierce. A couple models try and take a little bit farther toward the north. Now, it's interesting to look at history, looking at all the tracks of storms that have formed between June 1st and June 5th, with 100 miles of this point where the storm is currently located. All of them have gone up toward North Florida. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that this goes a little bit farther north if you let history decide. But of course, every storm is unique. That said, we've got the center circulation right here. In the last couple of frames, thunderstorms are developing near that center. I've also got flight recon data on here. There's a hurricane hunter in there right now. It's a C-130 out of Biloxi. The U.S. Air Force is in there taking measurements, a whole list of detailed measurements just to give you an idea of what they're looking at. The lat long, the dew point, the temperature, the winds. They picked up a wind gust about 35 to 40 miles an hour. So this is starting to approach tropical storm strength, at least at flight level. But there is still uncertainty in the models. The European model is giving Orlando about 1 to 3 inches, 5 to 10 inches in South Florida. Meanwhile, the GFS model is still producing most of the heavy rain across South Florida, but it has come a little bit farther north with those mega totals of over a foot possible from roughly Martin County south toward Miami. So yeah, we're going to watch this carefully as far as everything changing. Now, tomorrow there is an excessive rainfall outlook for South Florida, a potential for it here across West Palm, Fort Myers, and also for Orlando, just a chance. And what that means is that there's a possibility of some scattered flash flooding. We're going to see the same story on Saturday, of course, with the passage of that, but most of the action will be across South Florida. And so as things become more certain, we'll have a better idea on that. I want to show you as well the forecast rainfall, the Fox model. This one keeps it across South Florida, south of Alligator Alley. We'll still catch a little rain here, but not as much. So not all the models are in agreement, certainly. But the Fox model's had a pretty good handle on this, bringing the circulation up through Southwest Florida, pushing up across maybe Lake Okeechobee, and then exiting, sparing us of most of the action. But there's still some uncertainty. It may not clear the coast till after 7 o'clock on Saturday. And yeah, that would be Tropical Storm Alex. All right, let's see what's going on right now. We've got some rain across Cuba that's heading up into the Keys, some thunderstorms unrelated to the system heading up through Highlands County. Hey, I want to show you this too. Some forecast wind gusts Saturday morning. Miami could see gusts to 45 miles an hour, tropical storm strength. And then after that, it clears out and moves out into the open Atlantic. We wouldn't see too much wind here in Orlando, maybe gusts to 25. Live view from Duck Key. It is gray out there, looking kind of tropical. We are free from rain here across Orlando. The closest rain is down in southern Polk County. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Chance for rain on Saturday is 70%. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to rain all day. It is an impact day, tracking the tropics. Behind the system, John and Luann, it's going to warm up. Highs in the lower to middle 90s.